All right, Pisces in Mercury, the inspired space cadet. Somehow they emotionally charge abstract thought, and this is the way that their meandering river of a mind works, which is constantly shifting, picking up on information through osmosis. They're not your typical standard school-oriented kinds of people. If you are a Mercury Pisces, you probably struggle a lot in school because your mind just wants to wander. It cannot stay in one place. They are poetic with words without even trying. The way that they see the world is just poetry. Somehow, the mind is always thinking with emotion rather than logic, which makes them great listeners. But as they're listening, they're probably filling in with lots and lots of details. Sometimes the detail is accurate because they're psychic. Other times the detail is just their very vivid, out there imagination. I guess it's kind of a Willy Wonka position. And of course, they're not only great conversationalists, but they are genuinely great listeners because they are interested in what you have to say, and they have a way of disarming you. So they're very great with working with children or people that are very guarded as well. There's a sense of safety in talking to them. If you are working with one or you're very close to one, then you might have found that they sometimes just like to tell you what you want to hear. So to really get them to tell you the truth of what they think is important because they don't always feel comfortable to say the truth because they don't want that conflict. They might not seem like they're taking in information because it's a very different process. They are taking it in at a very rapid pace. Some of them are actually kind of encyclopedia, brainiac types. And it's strange because you wouldn't expect that from them. Just like a Cancer Mercury, they have a very, very good memory because their imagination will link to the information and then they'll be able to retrieve it faster because of the vivid imagination that's attached. They don't stay in one opinion too long and they don't like making decisions. They are not aggressive. They are more just a wanderer. So they want to kind of stop and smell the roses. They would rather have intuition lead the way than their own mind dictating. Some Mercury Pisces are very, very disorganized, very messy. They just don't really have enough ability to get concrete and they're just a little like dreamy and thinking about everything and not really focusing in on the dust bunnies in the corner. Some water Mercuries have a stutter, and so you might have a stutter if you're a Pisces. This is because of the strong emotions that are attached to any mental exercises. With this kind of wandering mind, you often stumble upon profound. I think this is what a Pisces Mercury ultimately lives for because it's those little moments of pure bliss and beauty. They're very positive. They don't always work off of the worldly success in career and those kind of things. They can be very positive people even if they are just like living in the basement or whatever. They're not really necessarily obsessed with the same kinds of hierarchy as other people are. One of the best things for them is to express themselves creatively. It helps them find themselves. It helps them center. Meditation, all those kinds of things are actually very helpful for their mind. They are usually awful planners. How can you wander if you're planning? If they were going to go on a vacation, they would just be like, hey, let's just walk around and see what we find. And they would not want to plan out the day. They are talented in the art of persuasion, although it's all very subtle. You'll have no idea it's happening. Usually it comes through the form of inspiration and asking you questions and having you kind of lead yourself there. One of the downfalls for them in terms of career is that they are great procrastinators. This wandering mind doesn't really like to work off of anyone's schedule, including their own. So yes, procrastinators unite. They like to help the underdog even if it hurts them. They feel good about themselves when they can help someone. They will give you whatever you need if they feel like you need it more than they do. Any career where they can use artistic expression is usually a very good one for them. Also, if their compassion works as an advantage to them. They are great at healing, anything where they can really help people. A career for them needs to feel like they're doing something good. It can't just be for money's sake. Their voice is often positive, a little spacey, a little dreamy, gentle, sometimes flirtatious, and it has a healing quality to it. All right, that's my take on Pisces and Mercury. I'm done with the series. Come back for the next video. Subscribe.